The 80s and the 90s. Those magical decades we are only memories of the yesterday. They were spectacular moments full of color, fun and incredible music, but above all they were moments of both technological and social progress.
But not only that, in the 80s and 90s, the entertainment industry was at its peak. Hollywood, after the great success of Tiburon in the 70s, created a new genre catalogue blockbuster, with a series of films such as Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, E.T.
Don't crash, please.
Top Gun, etc. Blockbuster not only became a cinematographic genre, it also became a cultural reference.
This is because Wayne Huizinga founded the store of the purchase and rental of films of this genre in the USA, becoming in a resounding success and expanding to the rest of the world.
Then, Blockbuster became a huge chain, in charge of renting millions of movies around the world. We're used to pay a few dollars and use it for 7 days to enjoy it at home without any problem. Of course, if you had DVD.
Entering one of these stores was almost a religion experience. There were aisles after aisles of incredible movies divided by section and genres, and there wasn't even a video game section. In order to enjoy one of these movies, you had to
1. Acquire a membership.
2. Select the movie you like.
3. Go to the content.
And voila! You could go home and enjoy the movie or video game that you waited so long for it to come out on DVD.
My memories. But Blockbuster was not the only one in this competition. There was also Netflix, a company not as famous as Blockbuster, but had the same creativity.
Created in California by Reed Hastings and Mark Rudolph, and unlike the store Mongol Blockbuster in exchange for a subscription, Netflix was in charge of sending the movie by mail, and you could do this many times as you wanted. It was much easier and more comfortable for those who rented it. You only had to request your movie and it quickly arrived at the door of your home, even so the success did not equal Blockbuster.
But suddenly, a catastrophe happened. Netflix declared bankruptcy. It did not know what to do, so it tried to sell its shares to Blockbuster for only $15 million. Blockbuster rejecting his success was not compared to Netflix. The rest of life are not Blockbuster now, because suddenly the digital age began, then the 20s begin. The digital world begins to revolutionize. Computers reach everywhere. The internet little by little begins to be indispensable.
No la necesito. No la necesito. Definitivamente no la necesito. 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 ¡La necesito!
Companies like Blockbuster were affected by this change. For piracy of the movies of the day of this release to the slow disappear of the CDs and DVDs, Blockbuster became obsolete and they know it.
And it is so in 2016 that Blockbuster declared bankruptcy due to a cruel play of fate.
Los caminos de la vida no son como yo pensaba, como los imaginaba, no son como yo creía.
Becoming Netflix the number one streaming option for everyone. But why was Netflix able to get ahead and Blockbuster wasn't? There are three important factors.
1. The format. Before to be available to watch a VHS or DVD movies, you need a player to be available to see each of this format. This became unnecessary when digital downloads and streaming content emerged in the 20s.
2. The quality of the product. It is true that Blockbuster had an extensive catalog of movies, but being physical, from DVD or VHS, it was very common to go to the store and not find the movie you want to see, while even someone had already rented it. The person who used it previously damaged the product and it was rendered useless, which was completely avoided when everything became digital and free for the consumption of all the public who pay a subscription.
3. Comfort. Before you have to go to the store to choose your movie and go to the counter and drive home, which is this time will become very tedious, since what most want is to get home and relax watching this favorite series. So Netflix became the number one choice for all customers for convenience.
For these three things, Netflix triumphed over the fall of the yen Blockbuster.
Eres lo que tú decides ser.
But not only that, but Netflix innovated in the streaming field by creating its own Netflix original series and movies,
which were a resounding success and today we know it as the best series of the decade. Signs, Stranger Things, Club de Cuervos, Dark, BoJack Horseman, Glow, Orange is the New Black,
And you've got time. You've got
The Crown, among many others. It is a pity that Blockbuster is no longer present among us, but the time in which it was there did not stop in providing smiles and joy to all the people who entered on one of its stores. That the Blue Giant rest in peace and who live in the mind of all its loyal customers. In memory of the Blue Giant, you will always be in your hearts.
Eso es todo, amigos.